So let's carry on, and here in this part we have to know the difference between short run cost and long run cost. But at the moment we focus on short run costs. Short run costs are divided into two parts, fixed costs and variable costs. Here we are giving the definition of fixed cost as well as variable cost along with an example and requisite diagram. So what are short run costs? They are those costs which are incurred by the producer and the output can be increased by changing the variable factors of production only. So costs have been divided into two parts, fixed costs and variable costs. Variable costs are those costs which can be varied or can be changed in the short period. And what is that short period? Short period is that time period in, it can be a day, it can be a week, it can be a month, it can be a year, in which you cannot increase the fixed factors. You can only increase the variable factors in order to increase output. So short run costs are classified into two parts, fixed costs and variable costs. Now let us do the fixed costs. Fixed costs refer to those costs which do not vary directly with the level of output. For example, rent of the building or premises, interest on the money taken as loan, salary of permanent staff, insurance, premium, etc. Fixed costs cannot be changed in the short period or short run, like land, building, etc. Now, fixed costs, the examples are, the concept of fixed costs can be explained with the help of the schedule and diagram. So, in the schedule we have taken into account that as output increases, you are hiring more laborers in order to increase output, the total fixed cost will remain the same. And this is explained with the help of the diagram. You have a horizontal straight line explaining the TFC because total fixed cost remains at 12 rupees whether your output is 1 unit or 2 units or 3 or 4 or 5. So this is your output here, and this is given in terms of units. Is that clear? Now we come to the second part of it, that is variable costs. Variable costs refer to those costs which vary directly with the level of output. For example, payment for raw materials, wages of casual labor. This is labor or etc. And this has been explained with the help of the following schedule. You have the total variable cost schedule. On one side we have output, that is in units, and on the second part is TVC, which is given in rupees. So as output increases, as you are hiring more units of labor, your total variable cost will go on rising. Of course, at 0 unit of labor hired by you, total cost will be 0. As more laborers are being hired, total variable cost is rising. This is explained by this shape of the TVC curve. The TVC curve and TFC curves are different. The TVC is inversely S-shaped curve. Please note, initially it increases at a decreasing rate and then it increases at a rising rate. TVC is 0 at 0 level of output. So it starts from 0, whereas your TFC starts from 12 itself. Even if you are producing 0 unit of output, you will have to incur 12 rupees as cost. So your TFC curve is a horizontal straight line, whereas your TVC curve is in this shape. TVC is 0 at 0 level of output and tends to rise as output increases. So this is the basic difference between TFC and TVC.
Very good.